billionaires died inside a suburb. Would you go to that extent to get away from me? God knows we tried to talk it out. And if the rapture came right now, I'd be okay with it. I would have given everything if you would let me. I would have fought it out until I drowned. Discovering the point where it went south was a therapist who opened up your mind. Said this is what you wanted. Did you mean just steal true? Pretend it don't exist. Caught your glimpse at it 1-6. When I get lonely, it's my time of day. You call me crazy, we're broken, it won't sustain. 'Cause when I'm with you gone the next day, you kept me waiting on a heartbreak.
했어요.
아,
그래서 이번에는 정말 괜찮았어요.
Pretend it don't exist. Caught your glimpse at it 1-6. inside a suburb? Would you go to that extent to get away from me? God knows we tried to talk it out, and if the rapture came right now, I'd be okay with that. I would have given everything if you would let me. I would have fought it out until I drowned. Discovering the point where it went south was a therapist who opened up your mind. Haunted by the thought of
Is it wrong that I still care though you trim the back? Is it bad that I still think you're the best I had? I lost my sleep, couldn't see you in my dreams. When I get lonely, it's my time of day. You call me crazy, we're broken, it won't sustain. Cause when I'm with you by the next day, you kept me waiting on a heartbreak. Now that I know what love feels like, pretend it don't exist. Caught your glimpse at A16. The tear stains on my bitterness. Bring your favorite pillow back out into life, and I'll see you at the end. My mom's so fucking nuts about you, so I tell her that you died, cause I don't wanna make it about you. When I'm still dying inside too, these white picket fences couldn't hold me back. And I really am on to ask you, are you glad you didn't stay? Cause I'm not really happy for you. For you, can that be your worst? While you're running in circles, trying to forget all the hurt. Keep running my life, keep running my life. Tangled in a one-track mind, I just wanna pillow fight. Keep running my life, keep running my life. Now that I know what love feels like, pretend it don't exist. Caught your glimpse at A16. The tear stains on my bed don't miss. Bring your favorite pillow back out into life, and I'll see you at the end. Is it wrong that I still care though you trim me back? Is it bad that I still think you're the best I had? I lost my Didn't think you I'd spend all my time trying to write this song. When I make you look away, I wanna be someone we get smart. Take the time out of my day to give you everything that you might want. If we get that far, it's kinda hard for me to say, but I would do anything for you. If it means that you like me, like I like you. If only if you knew how much you mean to me. I don't know if I'll even let you hear this song. The way you got me dancing round the question, awaken all my senses. Think I have a chance, although I might be wrong. I wanna make you say want you in my life, yeah. It doesn't hurt to try. When I make you look my way, I wanna be someone you can lean on. When the week gets hard, take the time out of my day to give you everything that you might want. If we get that far, it's kinda hard for me to say, but I would do anything for you. If it means that you'll like me, like I like you. If only if you knew how much you mean to me. If only if you knew how much you mean to me. I'd spend all my time trying to write this song. When I make you look my way, I wanna be someone you can lean on. When the week gets hard, take the time out of my day to give you everything that you might want. If we get that far, it's kinda hard for me to say, but I would do anything for you.
Couple of billionaires died inside a suburb. Would you go to that extent to get away? God knows we tried to talk it out. And if the rapture came right now, I'd be okay. I would have given everything if you would let me. I would have fought it out until I drowned. Discovering the point where it went south was a therapist who opened up your mind. Said this is what you wanted. Did you need just still Now I'm haunted by the thought of flowing grapes in summer. When you said this is what you wanted, did you mean just stealing chocolate? Billionaires died inside a suburb. Would you go to that extent to get away? God knows we tried to talk it out. And if the rapture came right now, I'd be okay with
엄마들 약속이 있겠지.
I would have given everything if you would let me. I would have fought it out until I drowned. Discovering the point where it went south was a therapist who opened up your mind.
Under my you hear this song? The way you got me dancing round the question, awaken all my senses. Think I have a chance, although I might be wrong. I wanna make you stay, want you in my life, yeah. It doesn't hurt to try. When I make you look away, I wanna be someone you can lean on. Regrets are. Take the time out of my day to give you everything that you might want. If we get that far, it's kinda hard for me to say that I would do anything for you. If it means that you'll like me, like I like you. If only if you knew how much you mean to me.
Couple of billionaires died inside a subway. Would you go to that extent to get away from me? God knows we tried to talk it out. And if the rapture came right now, I'd be okay. I would have given everything if you would let me. I would have fought it out until I drowned. Discovering the point where it went south was a therapist who opened up your mind. Graves in the supermarket. When you said this is what you wanted, did you mean just stay true?